Hi guys, it's Mayla. I'm back with another video, and today I am going to be paying some attention to my birds in my landscape area. I was out in my backyard like 2 days ago and I heard some buzzing, and I looked around and it was a hummingbird flying around where I have my hummingbird feeder. For one of them, I just purchased a new one and I have not refilled it for the season yet. I felt really bad, so now they are back, and so now I am going to fill up this old one that is has a smart camera on it that is linked to an app on my phone, so I can get clips of the hummingbirds and the birds visiting the feeder throughout the day. And I just took it down from where I had it installed, and I'm going to move it to somewhere different because I had it installed on a beam like really high up to the roof line of my house, and every time I had to refill it I would have to climb on a ladder, climb up there, come down the ladder, clean out the feeder, refill it, climb back up on the, and I just felt like because that was a lot of work, I didn't refill it as much as I should have last summer. So this time I am going to fix it to the fence so that I can just walk up to it, take it off, or refill the seeds and then put it back, and I can do it on a weekly or however basis. And then I just purchased another one. Let me go get my new one. I just purchased this off of Amazon. It is from a brand called PeckPerk off of Amazon. It is so cute. It's glass and it's a very easy refill. You just screw it off, turn it upside down, fill it up, and then put it back on. And it has like a tight seal, and it has four little, I don't know what you call these things, 4 places for the the hummingbird to go. And so I am going to put this on some new hooks that I just purchased, and then we're also going to pot up some hanging pots with the fuchsia plant. And birds and hummingbirds, they love the fuchsia plant. So that is like a spiller. It's better to plant in a hanger because it spills out of the pot and it hangs down, and the blooms, the hummingbirds visit the blooms. And so I am going to pot up 2 of those and put those on this little pergola, wooden pergola outside of my garage. So we're going to do that today. We're going to put up both of the feeders and put up my 2 hanging plants with my fuchsia plant, and hopefully the birds will be happy around my home. I still have my bird bath in my front yard. I want to bring it from my front yard to my backyard, but I don't have the right place that I want to put it in my backyard yet, so I'm just going to leave it up there. But once I finish with my patios in my backyard, then we'll move that from the front yard to the backyard. But for now, we're going to do the feeders, fill up the hummingbird feeders, and then I'm going to also clean that up really good because it's been out since last year. I left it out all winter, and I'm going to refill the seeds up, and then we're going to pot up those plants. So come along with me, guys. All right. Okay, guys, so I've gone in and I cleaned up my bird feeder, cleaned it up really good, and I cleaned out the little hummingbird port that goes on here. So you put the seeds in here, and then the regular birds can visit and get the seeds, and then the hummingbird port, it goes right here. So I cleaned all of it up. We're gonna fill it up right here. I still have some nectar that I purchased off of Amazon. When I'm done with this, I'm gonna start making my own, because it's just sugar water. So you would boil some hot water and put sugar in it and let it cool down, and that can be your hummingbird nectar. So I just fill that up. Now we're going to fill up the new one. So I just unscrew this, and I'm going to pour it in here. I need a funnel. I won't pour too much because you have to empty it out and clean it out like once a week. Anything over a week, bacteria can grow, and you don't want to feed the hummingbirds bacteria. So I will put that in there, and if it starts to, it's quite a bit, it's very low, but if it starts to empty out sooner than that, then I'll fill it all the way up. So I have those two filled up. Now I'm going to put my bird seeds in here. So a lot of the neighborhood kids are out. That's why you hear the bouncing balls and kids playing. So this is my bird seed. I purchased this last year off of Amazon as well. I will link them both in the description. It was a really big bag. I only had to fill it up once. It took a long time for the other birds, other than the hummingbirds, to find this feeder. And they really didn't find it and eat up all the seeds until the winter time. So hopefully they will come back and know where it is. But actually I'm moving it to the other side of the yard on the fence, but they'll find it. So this is it's mixed bird food. No, wild bird food. It attracts great variety of birds, and it's just a basic blend. There we go. We got all of our bird seeds that are spilling out onto this little deck right here. And then we also have the hummingbird port. So that one is ready to go. This one is ready to go. Now we're going to pot up the hanging baskets. I purchased new Coco Core liner off of Amazon as well, and I will link this down below. But I have two 14-inch wide, and then this is it's a 4-pack. This is a 4-pack of the 14-inch. So I only use 2, and I have 2 left over for next year or 2 years, however long it takes. I started putting a plastic planter little cup in the bottom before I put in my soil and everything, just to kind of hold in a little bit of moisture a little bit quicker. So we'll do that again this year. Ooh. There we go. It's gonna look like this before I put in my soil. And here's the second one before soil. So I am going to go ahead and connect the drip irrigation tubing because I'm going to hang these on my arbor, but I'm also going to run drip to it, but not today because I have to go pick up some more tubing, the brown tubing that I'm going to wrap around on the inside, and also I need another timer to connect it to this one. So I'm just going to put it through the basket but not connect it today. All right. Just gonna slide it through the side. There we go. And we will connect it later. Here's one. One down, one to go. Go. Two down. We will water them before we hang them up because they'll get. I have put up the smart bird feeder, and now I'm gonna hang this one. I purchased off of Amazon these little hangers. It's an black iron hanger. You screw it on to whatever structure you want to screw it on to. It came with two of them, and it sits 8 inches off of whatever you screw it to. It came in this, and I will link it in the description below. It's real good and heavy and sturdy. It's not hollow or anything, so, and I like the way it looks. So it'll just, I need to get like an extension, something that'll be easier to pull. It's dripping. To pull this off of here. I thought this was supposed to be leak proof. But anyway, but for now, we're just gonna have to hang it from here. But I will get like a bigger, like S hook. So We're going to possibly put this, I don't know. Let's turn the camera around and we guys are gonna find out together. All right. I think I'm gonna put it right up here next to this. Next to this gutter. So I made a big mess with that one because I have to turn it sideways to hook it on the hook. Once I turn it sideways, it was leaking out the little port, the little holes where the Hummingbird goes. But anyway, I filled it back up, put it back on. A little bit leaked out when I turned it sideways, but it'll be okay. But let me show you what we got. So here is this one. And here is our smart feeder. The solar panel is there. It will get sun from about, with it being on this side of the fence, it will get sun from maybe noon throughout the rest of the day, and or maybe about 11 o'clock throughout the rest of the day, and that should be more than enough sunlight to keep this thing going. And it's filled up with seeds and hummingbird nectar. All right. So now we're going to head around to the driveway to hang our 2 hanging baskets on the, I don't know what you call that thing, a pergola or whatever, on the outside, the wood structure outside of the garage. We're going to hang one on each side of that. So let's get with that, because these hangers are a little bit heavier, and they have bigger screws. So I hope I can get this impact driller to drill the screws into the wood, because over here with this one, and it's the same kind of wood, it was a little harder to go in than the fence post was. The fence post, those screws went in easy. So all right, we'll see. Okay, so here are the hangers that I have for this one. It's a much bigger hanger, and I believe it's like a 14 or 16-inch space. So we screw it in here. There are 4 screws that go into each. It is iron, wrought iron, solid wrought iron, and then the baskets hang on here. I had to get this much more heavy duty one because those baskets can get heavy once they're iron metal baskets already, and then with the soil, and once you wet them up, they can be really heavy. So I wanted to make sure I got something that was good and sturdy. So we're going to mount these 2 and hang those baskets, and I will link this in the description below as well. I think I'm gonna go on that beam going across the horizontal beam. I'm gonna screw it on like the middle of that, so that once the basket clips on, the basket probably will hang down to about right here. right, here we go. Here is that fuchsia hanging plant, and here's the other one. Here's the other one. That one has more blooms, but these will like triple in size by the end of the summer. All right, guys, that's it for today. I have hung up my smart bird feeder, the new hummingbird feeder, and potted up two of the fuchsia hanging plants and hung all of those. So we're going to hurry up and get my drip connected to those hanging pots, because climbing up on that ladder to water that will not be happening every day or every other day. So as soon as the drip irrigation tubing arrives in the mail, I've already ordered it, I will go ahead and set all that up and connect it to the timer, and we'll go ahead and start our water timer for the season. I've already started my mom's and my mother-in-law's, but I haven't started mine here yet. So we're going to get that started probably this weekend sometime. But with that, guys, I want to thank you for coming along with me, getting my landscape ready for my birds and my hummingbirds. Like I said, I felt bad when I saw that hummingbird out here looking for its food in the feeder, and there was none in there. So now we have it up. We have two now, and then we have the hanging plants that they love, the fuchsia. So whether it is morning, afternoon, or evening when you're watching this, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you guys have been able to get out in your garden and enjoy the rest of it, guys. Bye.